Yo, what's up guys, it's Hero here, and today I have exciting news for those people waiting for Kurtzpel to finally go in early access. Now, I did make a video saying that they were going to go early access within Q1, and that was based off of what they said on Steam, and they also had a dev letter saying the exact same thing. Now, this time we have extremely good news, because this time around on Steam it says, even though we cannot give an exact date of the early access, we do promise to release Kurtzpel in the first half of Q2. They said they will also be sharing more details on early access, such as exact date, price models, and regions in the near future. They also said sorry for the inconvenience and would like to thank everyone for showing their support on Kurtzpel, which is very exciting news due to the fact that before it just said Q1 and we really didn't have like, yes, this is a promise, this is the exact, we didn't have anything like that. They just said Q1, they put it on a dev letter, and they put it on Steam. But this time it's we promise first half Q2. So hopefully they stick to the word this time around, and hopefully they fine-tune this game, because, I don't know, there was a lot of complaints when it came to certain weapons being OP. For example, Gauntlet can 100-0 someone, and it's just not really fun gameplay at that point. Longbow can literally one-shot someone on a full charge, and Staff Black Hole does so much damage and has so much pull and so much CC potential, it's just ridiculous. So I don't know, those are like the only couple of things I can think of that come to mind where it should have been balanced from the get-go and it still hasn't been. But other than that, I think just tweaking damage properties and stuff like that, the game will be perfectly fine when it comes to PvP. I think PvE needs to be more expanded in terms of story, in terms of just more things to do in PvE, because I feel bad for people who are coming into this game from a PvE standpoint. It's clearly a PvP game, but I think everyone can appreciate some good PvE content. And maybe I'm just being hard on the game, but I already know this isn't my like PvE style of game, but spawning and fighting a boss, breaking the guard, doing as much damage as possible, guard comes back, breaks the guard again, do as much damage as possible, and then eventually they end up dying based off that same rinse and repeat factor. It becomes very boring to me. Don't get me wrong, the bosses looked really cool, the soundtrack was cool. I'm not a huge fan of the visual novel storytelling thing, but I could appreciate some kind of story. But the fight itself was really repetitive and really boring, and it's each boss becomes kind of the same thing. It almost becomes kind of a blur. I don't know, some people enjoy this type of PvE style, some people like what they like, so I'm not gonna, knock it. It's just not my type of PvE that I would like for a game like this. Vindictus would probably be the better style in terms of PvE. That would work really well with a game like this, but it's not what we got. In terms of payment model, I'm hoping for either free-to-play with cosmetic premium service, which means you get like some kind of attendance reward earning system, so you log in each day, you get something, but it's all cosmetic, nothing pay to win. But that becomes more work on their end. But at the same time, it brings more people to the game, because that means a friend could just be like, oh, have you heard of a game called Kurtzpel? Nah, man, what is that? Oh, no, don't worry about it. It's free to play. It's on Steam. Download it. Let's play, man. It's PvP. It's 2v2 oriented, so let's do it. There's also custom matches that you can do now. So 2v2 against, people in your Discord. There's so many options for free to play. But when I say premium service, again, I mean cosmetic only. I don't mean like something to enhance gameplay, because that becomes pay to win in everyone's eyes depending on what it is. And then you have buy to play, which $14.99 is probably the max I'd want to spend on a game like this. Because I'm covering it, I'd probably spend $19.99, but I can tell a lot of people won't want to spend that much, or even $30. I think a lot of people will complain about $30 for a game like this. Like, there's games like Absolver, that's a good example, actually, because that game's $30, but it has way more content than this game, you know what I mean? So it having a $30 price tag to me was okay, but a lot of people weren't okay with that. But I also have a job, so, you have to think about people who don't have a job. So $14.99 would be okay. Even $9.99 for the type of game that it is, $19.99 would be okay with a cosmetic store. But for the most part, free-to-play, premium service cosmetic, or buy-to-play with a cosmetic store is probably the only way I would purchase the game. If they try to do a subscription model, unless they end up thinking about doing content where it's like as big as World of Warcraft or as big as Final Fantasy, I don't think this game would ever be worth a subscription-based model. And that's not me being a douchebag or a dick, that's just me being realistic. Because again, this game does not have that much content for me to spend money monthly to see the game get better. No. If you want to throw up a donate system on a free-to-play premium service cosmetic system or even a buy-to-play system, I'm down to donate, but holy shit, I'm not doing subscription-based for a game like this, I refuse. But yeah, let me know what you guys think down in the comment section about payment model and just, you know, the game overall. But for the most part, I'm looking forward to it still, but I'm not blind to how the game played, and I'm not blind to the balancing issues of the game. I'm not dick sucking this game by any means whatsoever. I need to throw these out there because there's certain people out there that have already came to me and they're like, you don't ask the hardcore questions, you don't trash this game by any means. I give games chances, you know. The game's not even out yet, so for me to judge it right now, as hard as I am, is kind of enough, you know. I'm waiting for the final product to come out or the early access to come out, see if I can do anything to make it better, and if I can't, then so be it. You know, and that's just kind of how I stand when it comes to this game. And hopefully a lot of you guys stand that way as well, because if you have that mentality where it's like, oh, the game's not out yet, it's trash, it's not good, it's dead because it's not out yet, that doesn't do anything for anyone, you know, it doesn't even make sense. So anyways, but yeah, if you enjoyed this video, you can give it a thumbs up. If you didn't enjoy this video and you end up disliking the video, that's fine too. I'll just drown myself in my sink or my tub. Either one. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed. Later, I'll see you in the next one. Stay frosty, and there's more to come.